So I got my bachelor's in science at North Central College for exercise science. I did an internship with a guy named Mark Crabtree at the Bull Sox Academy. Really kind of started me on this path. Because of him, I was able to get my CSCS, which is the Certified Strength and Conditioning Specialist, one of the higher end certifications in the fitness world. I worked at Export for about 5 years as a personal trainer, so kind of developed that one-on-one relationship with people. It was good. It was good to get away from big box gyms, but it was nice to just get a foundation. And now I've been at Functional Effect for about 7.5. So starting with a new client, the philosophy is always just to meet them where they're at. Everybody starts different. There's always different fitness levels. Rather than impart like my judgment on how a workout should look like for that client, I have to figure out their goals, figure out where their starting point, and we kind of work together to develop a plan, and we sit down and make sure there's a roadmap so they know what to expect. I like to keep clients just having a good time. Like we're here, it's working out, it's challenging. But if we can at least joke around and have a good time while working out, it makes it a little more enjoyable, makes it a little more motivating. My biggest thing is in the long term, motivation doesn't stick around. It is fickle, it comes and goes, so you're not gonna be motivated for every workout, even your goals, but what comes through is discipline. Using that as that foundation to carry you through your goals, that is something I like to teach my clients. So when they pick up a weight or they get a certain movement they never thought they'd be able to do again, that little bit is so much more motivating to see what else they can do. Functional Effects experience is different compared to some other gyms because it's not just a group workout where everybody does the same thing. It's not a generalized program, and it's not bodybuilding, it's not cookie cutter. It is a unique program for each client. We come in, we do full assessment, we figure out their goals, movement dysfunctions or weak links or injuries, figuring out those dysfunctions. I'm like, hey, this is your key. If we can focus on that and harness, movement gets better, strength gets better, life gets better. Over the last couple of years, I've been really getting into astronomy. And I even have a telescope at home, just starting to get into that. But I don't know, I like learning how the stars work, how the universe is expanding, how old it is, just everything. It's just interesting, and it's humbling to figure out how insignificant we are the more you learn about the universe. All right, I would say, if we're talking about the world, I would go to Greece or Rome. Love the history, love the mythology, love the architecture. My wife and I always wanted to go there. If I would say, if we're not talking about the world, I would love to travel in space. Speaking of why I like astronomy, I would love to just go in outer space, go to the moon, or just even the Interstellar Space Station. I think it would be amazing just to experience. TV show, I'm going with Scrubs. It's a great sitcom. It's funny, always is, but there's also a lot of like heartfelt moments. There's a lot of lessons involved, and they come out of nowhere. So, and it was great. The last season, but that should have been a spinoff. If we're going with movies, I would have to go with Ace Ventura or Liar Liar. Those are a little bit, but it's all Jim Carrey. I think one of the weirdest things I can do that people don't know is I can flip my eyelids inside out. No, I'm not going to do it on camera. I feel like that would gross everybody out, but I could do that. I would love to morph into anything. Anyone, any animal. I just think it would be really cool to experience life in a different shape, different form. I used to read the Animorphs books. I used to like Morph and X-Men. It was just really cool to be able to transform into anybody you want and just, I don't know, experience life that way.